Our show today with what you need to know. Gary Kaltbaum, you get first crack at it.
I think about 3 weeks ago on this great show with the two greatest anchors in the world, I stated that
he's coming back. We want this guy back.
You got it. I stated I thought gold was headed back over $1,000, and I think it started up in the last couple of days. I think we're going to see probably $1,100 here, and probably in short order. I think there's going to be a little melt up in the gold market here.
I bet Peter Schiff disagrees with you entirely,
yeah, sure.
don't you, Peter?
Well, you know, I said it was going to 5,000 last time I was in your studio, so 1,000 is just a little jump from here.
Wow.
Even after the Fed notes come out today, because they're not going to be cutting rates. I mean,
but they're not raising them. That's the problem. They're not raising them either.
Peter thinks in order to stop the slide of the dollar and stop gold from going up, you have to raise rates. What should they be at, Peter, the rates now?
Well, there's no way they're going to stop the dollar from falling. But if they want to stop the dollar from going to zero, they probably need to get up to 8, 9, 10% or more. I don't know.
Imagine what the market would be.
Jonas, take it from there, won't you?
I don't think these people, these panelists, these esteemed panelists, have read the World Gold Council's report yesterday. It just came out, hot off the press. Gold demand is dropping.
By the way, I should mention, you used to trade gold, so you know a lot of what you
I used to work at a gold fund 15-some years ago. Gold demand is dropping for jewelry, for industrial debt, across the board.
Is that a function of high price?
Well,
yeah,
it's a function of high price.
In tons.
Okay.
And supply has been climbing. In fact, people are selling scrap gold that's been around. And the production cost of gold for major miners, Barrick Gold Corp, go down the line under $400 an ounce. How is a commodity going to stay at double the price of getting out of the ground in light of falling demand and increasing supply? That is a huge bubble situation that's going to explode.
Go ahead, Peter.
Just keep thinking that way, and I'll keep buying it. People have been telling me that. The price of gold has tripled, and it's still going up. Remember, look at the argument I had on this show with at Bolin a few months ago when oil got to $100 a barrel. And everyone's like, oh, no, oil's going to collapse. And I said, no, $100 is the new support. Here we are, $132.
Well, oil demand didn't drop 20% in the last year like gold demand has.
And by the way,
gold demand is going to explode.
Go ahead, Gary.
Let me just bring up the Fed for a second. There is too much talk about what the Fed's going to do, what the Fed's going to say. I don't think the Fed has a lot of control of anything right now. I think they're just yapping away, and I think the markets are starting to ignore them real badly here.
Well, I think Peter would agree with you on that, but what do we need to know, Peter?
Well, look, you know, what we're seeing in the airlines, you know, the Fed is trying to save J.P. Morgan and Citicorp, and they're bankrupting American Airlines and Delta. You know, what's happening is a massive decline in our standard of living. I talked about the coming consolidation of the airline industry on this show about a month ago, and you're going to see that. They're going to double and triple airfares. The average middle-class American...
How many airlines will we have in 3 years? How many airlines left?
No, I don't know, but middle-class Americans are not going to be flying. And, you know, we're going to see a continued contraction in our standard of living. Prices are going to keep rising. The next major increase in consumer good prices that are going to go through the roof is going to be apparel. And it's going to change the way Americans shop for clothes. A lot of Americans are going to be learning how to sew because they're not going to be able to afford to go out and buy clothing anymore.
By the way, I shortchanged Jonas. You were talking about all commodities, not only gold that's going to be coming down, right?
We are in a commodity bubble. If you got sucked into the tech bubble, the housing bubble,
not me.
Don't fall into the commodity bubble.
I didn't get sucked into any of those bubbles.
You had your chance, Peter. This
I know it is very exciting to see oil close at records every single day, just like the NASDAQ did before it collapsed 80% in early 2000. But there is no reality behind this, and it is going to short your whole portfolio down.
Go ahead and short it.
Well, you tell us what we need to know. I'm going to start hoarding clothes because I can't sew, nor will I ever be able to sew.
Clothes and toilet paper, Liz. Toilet paper.
Everything.
So remember, go to BJ's.
Go ahead, Todd.
Listen, the option pros today, the pros in the market today, options, lodging and hotels. Marriott International, there was a large put buyer. All that means is the guy believes the stock's going to go down. It was a large put purchase. Marriott, it's down 30% over the last year. It could go down another 20 to 40%. That's what this guy's betting on. Marriott, look at all the lodging stocks because, you know, summer slowdown in travel and also business travel is going to hurt the hotels.
How do you know he's not long the stock and he's just ensuring he doesn't lose a lot of money if it falls? Couldn't that be a put buyer who's just covering his own long position?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good point. He could be buying insurance, but it looks like it's more of a play on the industry itself, how the trade went
Couldn't
up.
he be selling puts
I think he's doing the right thing.
Yeah,
that's
he
for
could
sure.
be long it. He could be. There's no other option counter trade to it. One thing. Second of all, there wasn't much stock with the trade also. So it looks like this guy's making a $500,000 bet that
Could be a girl.
Marriott's going to be
Could be
going
a woman.
Anything
down. Or it could be a woman.
related here
Yeah, a
is
trader. It
breaking
looks
down.
like the trader is making a $500,000 bet.
Oh, we got to go.
Gary, we'll get your remarks tomorrow. Thank you, gang. Peace out. We'll see you. Time to get you even happier than you already are.
Happy Hour with Rebecca and Cody live from the Bull and Bear Bar.